All right, we're now looking at the treasurer's budget on page 4. All right, Nancy, if you would like to go through your budget, highlight any changes, and then any other additional information you'd like for us to have.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I asked for a 5% raise for my staff. Cost of living, which everybody's dealing with, and everything, it seems pretty important this year. Everything else has stayed the same except for 2 of my line items. My dues, I asked for a $100 increase because I was over my budget this year a little, and tax statements, talking to my vendor, prices are going up for envelopes, paper, printing supplies, everything, and I was over budget on that, so I asked for an $800 increase on that. Everything else has stayed the same for the year before.
Yeah, it looks like out of your tax statement line items that out of the $6,500 that we allocated last year, $6,572 has already been spent, so already over budget there. So I think that's helpful to know moving forward.
And the vendor has been emailing back and forth on prices going up this year
Okay.
already.
And with the quote that you have, this is the 7,300 is your estimate of what you would need for next year?
That's just my estimate, correct?
Okay.
I do have copies for everyone of the current spring tax collections for this year also.
Do you want to pass those out?
Sure.
Good morning.
Thank you, good morning.
When you go to spend it, whether you have any or not.
Thank you.
Hello. Well, shot, don't you?
Thank you.
And for tax sale this year, we currently, and number will go down, last year I think it went down to 26 or 28. We have 161 in parcels that are eligible for tax sale at this point. If they go to the sale, that'll bring in $336,000. And if people make bid on them before the sale, that's $269,000. And that is not included in any of these numbers.
Nancy, I know you've just been in the office a 3 years here, but
Year and a half.
good question. Well, I've been watching this for quite a while, but it seems to me like every year our delinquent's going to be around $1 million. Then once we advertise, come in and pay, we'll collect
Correct.
200,000 or 300,000 fairly quickly, and then it goes to sale and all that. So that number, no matter what the number, as it's grown, has really stayed within the same percentage rate,
Yes.
you know, when you're watching it. So that's the reason I want this, or I want this information. Kind of see where we're at, see what our income's gonna be. We pretty well know where we're going to be at for the year for lit tax, because that's already predetermined and estimated, paid monthly.
Mm-hmm.
It was collected 2 years ago. The only thing we don't know, well, we have an idea, but what supplement we might get for the state here is 15%
Right.
above and beyond all that. So this gives me an idea. Just projecting out, knowing what we know, what our cash receipts might be. They're
Yeah.
not going to be, we're doing a budget on expectations.
Right.
So this helps, thank you.
You're welcome.
that number going up or down for the tax sales?
Well, right now, we're in the preliminary stages, and it's always high now until people come in and start paying. After we get done with the final figures for SRI, they will send out letters on August 4th to the taxpayers, and then a lot of them will come in and pay. Like last year, I think it was 27 parcels we had, so the number's always high right now. And then they've got until the morning of tax sale, which I believe is October 20th this year, to come in and satisfy that. But they have to pay all their delinquent taxes to fall.
Right, plus the penalty.
Well, yeah, the penalty be included in there. Mhm.
It's what, 10%?
Well, there's 10% on it now, and then tax sale puts $160 on it, the fees.
All right, any other questions for Nancy? All right, Nancy, we are, keeping our ears open, listening to department heads. I think so far this morning, we've already heard raises are important to everybody, so we'll take that into consideration once we get through the entire budgeting process.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.